What is going on, YouTube? This is Prepper Princess. Today we are going to be talking about the EcoFlow Delta Pro. This thing is a beast. It is the biggest unit I have ever reviewed by far. It has so many accessories, I can't even count them. And I hope that this video doesn't go too long just talking about the accessories. But the only accessory I was provided was a 400 watt panel. And they do come, you can buy them separately from the unit, but this thing, we'll get into it in a minute. Okay, so what comes with the unit is this box, and in the box, you have the MC4 connectors to the Anderson cable. You've got your cigarette lighter adapter to charge it. You've got your standard wall plug, and this thing. I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe for something that you have on hand or different optional type thing. And you've got the manual, and of course we will go over the manual at the end of this video, and then we've got a warranty card. Now there's too much information for me to show you the fact that I tested the unit, but this unit has such a high peak. I'm so sorry I did not look up the exact peak. I know it's huge. It's standard 3600 watts, but you can also buy extension batteries, and each of the extension batteries are 3600 watts. And you can get up to like 25,000 kilowatt hours just based on the external batteries. They didn't provide me with an external battery or the connection, so I was not able to verify that. Also, the biggest deal on this one is that you can plug it directly into your electrical panel if you've got the generator hookup. So right here, that is like the biggest thing that I have always been touting with all of these units that I've been reviewing, is like, you guys got to get a jumper cable option in order to put it directly into your solar panel, your panel at home, and you can have an off-grid system. This unit has done that. To me, that's totally amazing. You can literally go off-grid in your on-grid home as long as you have the right type of panel. But okay, so it's good for up to 3,500 cycles at 80% capacity, and then after that it goes down to 80%. And I mean, yeah, this thing's a beast. It's crazy. So one of the, okay, let's go over what it's got. I'm a little excited. I don't do these reviews on a teleprompter, and I am like super excited about this unit. First of all, it weighs 100 pounds. Getting it up here was not easy, but I was able to do it. So it has this luggage thing, and it's pretty long. You are gonna need it, all right? This is not a bug out. This is not a bug out generator. This is a bug in generator. It's just so big and bulky and heavy that bugging out with it into the forest is not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. All right, you've got your USB ports and your fast charges and an additional charges for your cell phones. You've got your 4 plugs right here. You've got your jumper cable thing over here on the side. So you've got, I can't even move this. Ugh. You've got your cable connection, your cigarette lighter. So this is all of the input. You've got your, I think that's what this is for. Yeah. Yep, so that's what those are for. I wouldn't know what to use these for. And then you've got your 12 volt on off switch, your reset, pairing, and standby. I found out in remote, I found it that the standby is for your wireless. So this has an app that comes with it that will allow you to pretty much take control of it while you're not even at home. And then down here you've got one of your extension batteries. On the back, on the back you've got plug for your wall, the slow custom, and then the power cord for this little guy that goes in here. And then down on the bottom, these are extension for things for the battery. So you've got 2 right here, and then you've got 1 over on the side there. So 3 in total. so it's actually quite a bit. And like I said, this thing is super heavy, not for those that that aren't able to handle this type of unit. All right, so you've got your input, your wattage, your output wattage, battery capacity, and how much time you've got left on the battery. Those are all very important. I tested this unit not just with every appliance that I had, every major wattage using appliance, but all of them at the same time. So I had the refrigerator, microwave, vacuum cleaner, refrigerator, microwave, vacuum cleaner, and air conditioner right behind me, all on at the same time, and it did not die. It just kept going. It did what it said it was going to do. I even had it hooked up to the air conditioner with the 400 watt panel, so coming in to test the pass-through charge. So 400 watts coming in, and the air conditioner will use about 500 watts. And I turned on the air conditioner and I had the solar charger units going on it. And I think I had it on for like 10, 11 hours. And it was at like 89% when I was done after using it for a full day. So this would have been super helpful for the power outage that we had recently, where my other unit sort of crapped out on me. So that was not fun. But this air conditioner is so old and inefficient that even when it is on high, it doesn't really get that cold in here. It's not a great air conditioner, and I never use it, so except for testing purposes, so there's not really any point in me having it replaced. So I did initially try and replace it, and the new microwave, the new air conditioner came with like everything broken, and I said, okay, that's an omen, it's just not gonna work. So this unit has so many accessories. Again, I wasn't sent the accessories except for the 400 watt panel, which by the way is like 4 feet tall. It comes like up to my chest area, and it's massive, like several feet long. I didn't look up the exact dimensions, but I'll go ahead and take a picture and show it in here. But it's huge, and then it folds up, so I'll show you. All right, so this is just to show you how big the solar panel is. And I have a helper with me today. There is one teeny tiny issue with the solar panel, and I'll show you. If you look real close here, the exterior is sort of peeling off. I do have a feeling that's probably because I live in the Mojave Desert, and the conditions here are more extreme than most people that would be using this product or testing the product. So it does have areas where it's peeling, but it's not peeling on the solar cells themselves. So it's not affecting the accuracy or efficiency of the solar panel, so I'm not too worried about it. And then the solar panel comes with an MC4 connector. I love MC4 because they're non-proprietary connections, which means that the company isn't trying to screw you over for extra money by making all of their stuff proprietary for their particular unit. So this can be used with anything that has an MC4 connector. And we're back. This unit does have a pretty hefty price tag, but you got to remember, you get what you pay for. I was looking it up, and as I'm making this video, the cheapest place I could find it was for about $3,500. And the solar panels, roughly $1,000. Then you've got the extension battery. So if you want an extension battery, making it 3.6 kilowatt hours up to 7.2, then you're looking at an additional $3,500. But if you think about it this way, if you were to be buying a solar system, like you go to Sun City, or I can't think of any other solar companies, they typically charge like $20,000 for a unit that will power your house. And they also refuse to do off-grid. So they don't give you the extra battery storage. That's simply for the solar panels that go directly into your line, and then the line feeds your electric company, and then maybe you'll get a rebate if your company works that way. But there's no backup battery storage. This unit, if you were to have this and you have a small home, I believe it will power your home. We're talking heating, air conditioning, cooking, television, refrigeration, you name it, it will likely power it as long as you're conservative with your power. And then if you have an external battery, it's going to power your home pretty much indefinitely. That includes everything. I mean, you can put the cable directly into your panel and it will work the overhead ceiling fans, the overhead air conditioning, you name it. I mean, that's just the way that it works. So if you think about it that way, where maybe you're spending $7,000 or $8,000, but you're not spending $20,000 on a solar company that does not give you backup battery power, you're actually saving like $13,000 if off-grid is your goal. So let's go ahead and go over the manual, and I'm going to go over it pretty slowly and in a lot of detail. There are so many accessories with this unit, I simply don't have them and I can't go over all of them. But you guys should definitely check this out. I will leave a link down in the description below. I don't think that I get any money off of sending you to the website, but seriously, it's such a beast. You should definitely check it out, and I believe that this is the new technology of future solar generators. So let's go ahead and take a look at the manual. There's a lot of really important information in here, and it's going to explain it a lot better than I can. All right, so we've got the manual in front of us. I like to show the manual so that everybody knows exactly what I know. I just cleaned off the front of it. It had some goo on it. So that everyone knows exactly what I know. I am not tech support. I don't have any privy to information that you guys would or would not have. One thing I want to thank EcoFlow for, and this is amazing, usually when you do product reviews of solar generators, the second you get the product, the company is like, when are you going to do the review? Are you done with the review yet? And you're like, I just got it last night. And they just want it out now. EcoFlow is amazing. They believe in their product, and they give us as much time as we need in order to verify the product and test it and make sure that everything is working all right. So we've just got our disclaimer in the table of contents. Here's the information that is like super important, and that is the specs. So it weighs 99 pounds, 45 kilograms. It is 25 by 11.2, 16.4. It's got 3,600 watt hour capacity. That is huge. It's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth supported. It's got your USB stuff. I already showed that visually when I was going over the unit. And then your input ports, your battery info. So it's an LFP cell chemistry of the battery, 3,500 cycles, and then 80% capacity. It's got overvoltage protection, all that sort of protection. One of the things is that I live in the desert. It's over 100 degrees every day. I think it's almost October, still over 100 degrees every day. It's around 109, and it did not overheat. It didn't overheat. So it says that the temperature range is, well, it says optimal. It doesn't tell you actually what the temperature would be to make it stop working, but optimal is up to 86 degrees, but it did not die for me, and it was 109 every day, pretty much every day. And then you've got your safety instructions. Just feel free to pause this if you want to read it. Just pause the video and take a look. I don't know why there would be a disposal guide. I would keep this unit forever. And I think that this is the future of solar technology. They just keep getting better and better with every unit that I get sent. There we go. We already went over this stuff, the LCD screen, but this unit is pretty darn amazing. It's actually bigger than my personal needs, but it's definitely not an off-grid. Not an off-grid. It's definitely not a bug-out unit because of its weight. Very heavy. The solar panel is bulky, but it does come with a carrying case. But I think you have to be 8 feet tall to carry it in the carrying case, because it actually, when I try to carry it, even with the over shoulder strap, it drags. But I'm 5'7", so it's kind of it's just a huge panel. I don't think I've ever seen before this a 400 watt panel. Highest I've ever done was a 200 watt panel, and even the 200 watt panels are bulky. One additional thing about the solar panel, it doesn't have any back strapping or anything to make it so you can change the angle. So it's either flat on the ground, or you have to build your own unit to support it, or it's up the way that I showed you, where it's kind of like an accordion sticking straight up. You don't have a whole lot in terms of the angle. So that is something I would like to see improved on the solar panel, and also the chipping. You saw the chipping of the exterior of it, but that's because I live in such harsh conditions. But that's only after about 2 weeks of use in my harsh conditions. But again, super harsh, over 100 degrees. The sun here is a little bit different than you're probably used to just about anywhere. It's pretty much, I live on the sun. All right, so that's what we've got for the unit. It just starts going into French. But if you ask me, it's the best unit that I have reviewed so far. I love the EcoFlow, and I love the newer, larger Bluettis, but the EcoFlow was really generous in sending me this unit, as well as the solar panel. But it has so many exterior accessories that were not sent to me, so I wasn't able to give like the awesomest review ever. But I'm still super happy with it, and I would recommend it if you are looking to go off-grid or have a backup system that you want to power your entire house. All right, folks, there you have it. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.